of nip at his move. The lion's so big, he's so powerful, his mane is so big. But he doesn't want to move because it's so hot. The little lion cubs come up, they kind of nip at his ear, kind of nip at his toes and his tail, and he does nothing. The lioness, she walks up, she kind of rubs on him, tries to start something with him, he don't do anything. But all the other animals in the looking in out in the desert, they're looking and they're watching and they're seeing all this happen. And they're seeing him not move. And they're seeing everybody kind of have their way with him a little bit. So the jackals, they move in. The hyenas, they move in. And if they get a little bit closer, they start nipping. Then they run off. They come back and they nip again, he doesn't do anything. And all of a sudden they get a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer. And he shouts. And he tears every one of them apart. And he takes them down to the left, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west. And you know what he does? Because every now and then you got to show everybody who you are. The lion's the king of the jungle. We're the king of the city. We're the king of the state. And we need to start showing. And it starts tonight. You don't play with them. You don't beat them. You embarrass them. All hands on deck.
Well, that's the last of them.
All right. What's up, everybody? What's up, Crimson family? What's up, everybody in the circle? It's me, Jason, here once again. And we had just completed Thursday night football here in the state of Alabama. Most teams competed due to the fact of this upcoming hurricane. They were taking precautions to be safe. Today is Friday, October the 9th, 2020, and I'm going to give you complete coverage here on all the games that happened last night in the classifications I can here as much as I can. I have my information available to me, so we're going to start off with the biggest classification of all in Class 7A, and I will show you what took place last night. All right, as you guys can see here on your screen here, the Hoover Buccaneers are now 8-0, 5-0 in Region 3, Class 7A. They beat their rivals last night in a seesaw game of economic proportions here. The Bucs outlasted Spain Park 47-34 last night. It was a great game as it was this year as it was last year, and these two went toe-to-toe. And when you play the City Clash of Hoover, you can't get anything better on the line for two great teams. In Spain Park, you got to give them props for playing their hearts out, even though they are going to be left out of the playoffs this year. Hoover on a mission here, ranked number 2 in Class 7A. What an incredible night we had here, folks. And I'm saying combining 1,608 yards of total offense. That is amazing. And the Bucs went on to win Thursday night. You can throw this records out the book here, folks. And, as no Coach Niblett says, it is what it is, folks. But, we move on. And as a community, this means a lot. This big game has been going on since 2002. And with that, Hoover is now still second in behind Thompson. And Spain Park will fall to 2-5 and 0-5. They're winless in region play. So much to say is the Bucs haven't really had any signs of a letdown season with an 8-0 record heading into the playoffs. That assures now that Hoover and Thompson will battle out in 2 weeks' time in the Region 3 season finale between top-ranked Thompson and Hoover for the number 1 seed in Region 3. It'll be all on the line. Do we say Hoover is more prepared for Thompson this year after 2 defeats in 2019? I would say yes, if this team is on a mission to stay focused, and if they can do it, they can beat Thompson in Alabaster, which Thompson is not too far in the stats of Hoover. So as much as anything else is what's going to happen here. And, I'm comparing statistics here. Let me look at my stats here for everybody here. Let me get this up here and running for you guys. I was looking at our undefeated teams earlier, and we're one of those teams that finished undefeated several times in history here in Alabama high school football. So as is, we're going to look at our region standings here before I break down this Hoover game here. But you look at it, and Hoover is playing Tuscaloosa County. That's a no-brainer. So, it really, the last game in whole year and the last game for Tuscaloosa County this year. Well, I mean, if you're gonna play your hearts out, I mean, more merry the better. Hope this is gonna be a mismatch on paper. It all leads up to these two teams right here holding it, and we thought it would be, that'll be solidified because now that Hewitt-Trussville has continued to win since that loss to Hoover by 1 point, 29-28 last week. That loss does help Hewitt-Trussville get the third seed, and with the win for Oak Mountain last night over Tuscaloosa County, that puts them into the playoffs as a probable. And I don't know if Oak Mountain's got to play Thompson. That's going to be that's a big game. That really is. And if Oak Mountain pulls that upset, that'll shake up the regions a little bit, and it'll still be Hoover wanting to play Thompson for that region championship because you got these four teams right here are all still in it: Hoover, Thompson, Oak Mountain, and Hewitt-Trussville. So as it stands right now, Gadsden City, Tuscaloosa County, and Vestavia Hills and Spain Park are all eliminated. So you take those factors in. With a one-loss Oak Mountain team heading into the playoffs, not too bad. I'm saying the Eagles are a tough team, and you could see the same team once you get into the playoffs in the second round because we do get to play the winner of the lower seed of Region 4. And right now it's looking to be, if Hoover were to play out now and win the region championship against Thompson, they would play, more than likely they would play Florence. They would host them at the Hoover Met. Same goes for Thompson. This goes either way. The higher two seeds play host to the third and fourth seeds in your respective regions. But right now we see a deadlock for this Region 4 championship between James Clemens and Sparkman for next week. So that really, just like Thompson and Hoover, will settle out to straighten out who will play as the higher seed for Region 4. And right now, we're on a collision course for two great games back-to-back weeks, and this really will all straighten itself out once we get to those final weeks of high school football. And I know Hoover's got a bye week, but on paper, it really should be interesting. But if Thompson was to lose to Hoover for that region championship, they would host Austin since they are in the third spot right now, and they are with Oak Mountain with a 1-loss, 5-1 record. And they will be playing Albertville. That should not be a problem for Austin. So, being said, that's a lock. So Hoover would more likely host Florence if all plays out, if it is today, and vice versa. Same goes with Thompson. If Thompson wins, then they play Florence, and Hoover would play Austin. So the playoffs are pretty much sewed up. You got Grissom, Bob Jones, Albertville, and Huntsville all eliminated. I mean, Bob Jones and Grissom both play each other for that final fifth seed spot, but there's no fifth seed in high school football. There's fifth place, but the bottom tier teams don't make the playoffs. So realistically, that's probably what your playoff picture will indicate. And the other on the defeated team, and I'm looking at right now, Auburn did not play. They played Riverdale, and they got a forfeit win, but it's not shown here. They will play Smith Station, and Smith Station is not even in playoff contention. Therefore, Central Phoenix City climbs back up into second spot, so they will be the second seed likely into Region 2 with a win over Prattville. Prattville falls to 5-3 because Central beat Prattville. Central owns the tiebreaker with that. And, they don't play anybody next week, so Central Phoenix City has Dauphin. That's not a problem. Dauphin is not in contention. Enterprise looks like they will be in the playoffs. They are playing host. They're going to Jeff Davis, okay? So, really, it looks like Auburn, Central, Phoenix City, Prattville, and Enterprise will all be in Region 3 in the playoffs, despite the fact that is, and it shouldn't be a problem for Auburn, Central Phoenix City, or Enterprise to at least be into the playoffs at this point in time because the region champions have already been sewed up in Region 3. Auburn's clinched it already, so they got to at least get through the next 2 weeks. We'll find out. Over here in Region 1, Theodore plays LaFleur That is a 6A school, I believe. I don't see them on here. Daphne plays Murphy. That's a big implicated game. Daphne holding on a 6-1 record. Murphy with a 5-3 record. That might push Murphy up into discussion. I'm not really going to say if it will or not. It probably could, but then again, we don't know. We have to see how it plays out. And we have Daphne sitting there at 6-1. Baker sitting at 4-2, 4-1 in region play. Because Murphy has to play Daphne, it still has big playoff implications on that. So we'll keep an eye on that. I believe, well, Fairhope lost to Theodore. So, folks, they play Baker. That might push Fairhope back into the playoff picture if they beat Baker. I'm not saying how many of these good teams that we see in the Mobile area, and we don't have McGill-Tulane in here. So, really, all for Theodore has to do is win out because they're 6-0 in the region. And they're playing LaFleur, and they're not playing a non-region game. I believe I have to see what they're playing after they play LaFleur here. So we'll keep an eye on the Mobile region. That region is not completely done yet until probably the last week of the season. We'll know how that picture takes out in there. As far as the teams that are right now, as the top 10 fair in this upcoming week, well, I would hate to say this. We'll go here. Not much changing here. I mean, this is not the date here. So, this is not the current specs. Hold on a minute. I have to find the right one. I don't think they updated their page here. Well, all right. Anyways, I know where to go. Yeah, as it is. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here's how the top 10 fared out. Of course, we got Thompson beating Gadsden City 48-0. Hoover went over Spain Park, of course. We'll get to that game here in just a second. 47-34. As I said, Auburn had a forfeit win. So, they had a forfeit against Riverdale. Hugh Trussville in a close game against Vestavia, 42-35. Theodore 25-17 over Fairhope. Mary Montgomery lost to Daphne 50-14. No surprise there. Mary Montgomery's never been a contender since I've watched this Mobile region. It will be interesting to see how that plays out. Now, Saturday, Austin does play Huntsville. Central Big City with Prattville 33-14. Oak Mountain 42-21. And, of course, Prattville's in that top 10. They'll probably drop out, and we'll see how that all shapes out, folks. So we're looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. It's going to be quite interesting to say. All right, let's take a look at this this game here from last night from Spain Park. Josh Lundy tailed over 317 yards passing, 23 of 37 passing yards. He was pretty solid last night. He threw 12 yards to Jabri Games and Malik Thomas. Hoover had gotten 100 yards on both grounds from these two, Jalen Taylor and Amari Williams. Taylor went for 121 yards and 12 carries, while Williams rushed 9 times for 100 yards and a score. R.J. Hamilton led the Bucks receivers with 7 catches for 102 yards. Thomas grabbed 5 passes for 80 yards and a score, and Gaines caught 51s for a touchdown. That's pretty stout for a Hoover offense that's doing well, like averaging 39.4 points per game. And their defense has just been pretty stout all along just to get to this 8-0 point of the season. So, not bad for Spain Park's quarterback either. He was hot. I mean, 32 of 41 passing yards, 385 yards for Barrett Meredith. Those touchdowns he scored, Spain Park really, really played their best game of the year, but come short, Spain Park's going to be something good in a couple of years, but still Hoover leads the series with Spain Park. Spain Park has beaten Hoover 2 times in 2015 in the regular season. in the semifinals, and you know that story. Spain Park wins the state championship and loses the state championship to McGill-Toolen with a 13-2 record. That was Spain Park's best year they had against Hoover, and they haven't had a better year since. But Hoover's dominated this series pretty much. And even though Spain Park got on the board first, we all thought, well, Spain Park's going to play pretty tough on you. And it really shows it. They didn't play well. I mean, Josh says we didn't play well last night. But Hoover up to its potential, you know. When they went up to the 34-14 at the half, Hoover cruised on it, and Spain Park fought valiantly because you really want to make a game interesting to play your best for your senior class. Spain Park made a statement, but it wasn't good enough because Hoover made their statement of their own. So Spain Park hosts Vestavia Hills next week. We will be hosting Tuscaloosa County. It should be a no-brainer. Last game at Hoover Met doesn't mean it's the last game of the year at the Hoover Met because the playoffs are looming upon us. So, anyways, yeah. And to say the least, I'm going to go back to the region standings here. I'm going to show you Class 6A here. Of course, it does what matters. You got to look at Spanish Fort, Saraland, all these other teams that are competing for playoffs supremacy. Playoff supremacy. That's the word. Thank you. I'm going to catch my breath here. So, looking this year, I'm surprised Pelham is 7-1. They beat Benjamin Russell. So, Pelham is having a great year. They're undefeated in the region. Who would have ever thought Pelham would have had a great year in 6A? I mean, this is the first time I've seen. And, of course, I don't know if Helena is going to make a playoff berth or not. So, we'll find out how this all takes shape. Your winners in these regions: Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa, Pelham, Opelika. Opelika's got that region 2 sewed up. Pelham's got 3 sewed up. Hillcrest with region 4. Mountain Brook and Homewood. That'll be a fun game to watch. Mountain Brook was leading the polls for a while until they lost to Thompson, but it was about number one. So in both 7A and 6A, they beat Briarwood for the first time in a long time. 17-7. Hats off to the Spartans playing well in 6A without beating 7A for the first time and not playing Hoover or Spain Park, Vestavia, and all them. But, yeah, they played Vestavia, but that game got forfeited due to COVID-19. So that should be a good matchup. Holman and Mountain Brook. And Mountain Brook looking to clinch that Region 5 championship. So Briarwood and Mountain Brook win for that championship. So whatever happens now. And Holman getting in there, and Chelsea with a win over Huffman takes Huffman out of the playoffs. So it really gets good here. I mean, 6A and 1 through 6A are going to be fun to watch. You know, 7A only has like 3 rounds. I mean, you got first round, second round, quarterfinals, and semis. And then state championship, you get a bye week between that and the game. State championship will be in Bryant-Denny and Tuscaloosa towards the first week of December. So all is going well. There'll be a lot of COVID restriction here. We got the top-ranked Oxford Yellow Jackets right here, folks, with a 4-0 region record, a 6-1, 1 loss to Thompson. They will be hosting Springville. The Oxford Yellow Jackets looking good right now at the number 1 team in 6A. They won it last year in a thriller against Spanish Fort, as most y'all know. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all ends up, and we'll keep an eye on this. Coleman Lee did not play. They'll be playing at Athens. That'll be for the Region 8 championship. So a lot of this is getting really to be an interesting build-up year. So as it is, folks, it really escalates that. And you know, I'm looking forward to this playoffs. I mean, playoffs are fun every year. I'm looking forward to the Hoover Thompson game here in a couple of weeks and everything. It's going to be big in Alabaster. Could be the signs of Hoover and Thompson having a rematch. Like, I'm going to put it right out there for everybody right now. If Hoover wins this game, Hoover will host Thompson in the semis. If it happens to build up that way, regardless if Hoover wins the number 1 seed and the championship in the region, Hoover will have to host Thompson at the Met in the very last game before the state championship. And if Thompson wins, you got to go to Alabaster twice, which Hoover failed to do last year, even though they played their valiant hearts off in 2 great games against Thompson. Thompson just ran away with that game, and that's where Robbie Ashford was hurt in that game, and Hoover lost the first game. And then the second game, Robbie came back, and it was still a great game, and Thompson went on to win the state championship against Central Phoenix City. As we all know, Central and Thompson have battled it out in the state championship. Thompson got their retribution and revenge on Central, and Central did it in 2018. So anything gives right now, and Central is really clicking on cylinders right now on playoff mode because these players have all experienced what it's like to be in a state championship game. So if we see a possible rematch between Hoover and Central down the road in the finals in the state championship, that would be interesting. Or we could see Auburn and Central cross paths again down the road in the playoffs. And now that's sewed up. It would be Auburn hosting Central because the fact they've already beat Central head-to-head. So really a lot of football left, and then plus playoffs. It really comes down to these things when these playoff teams. And I mean, I'm really looking forward to all this and stuff. So it really, truly, in high school football, you never know what's going to happen. I mean, in the 7A and 6A. And section, these are the biggest classifications in the state. You got to expect it. I mean, that's what it is. And the funny thing is, right now, I'm saying region Class 5A, you got St. Paul's 6-0 here, and the other teams in the Mobile area playing Alberta. Looks like St. Paul's will win Region 5, Region 1. Pike Road, wow, amazingly 8-0. These are fun teams to watch. 5-0, they will in the region. They will be hosting, and they will be at Greenville. So that'll be for those teams all playing each other in that region. That region looks pretty good. Not surprising. Go back to Region 1 here for a second. UMass Wright usually is pretty good. They're 4-3 overall, and they're 2-2 in region. Usually they're a top team. They got to make some noise if they're going to make it in the playoffs. I mean, I've never seen Region UMass Wright as down as 4 seed in history, but they're always a resilient team that makes the state championship every year. Of course, you got Annapolis down there in Region 3. They will be at Mayberry. That's a 3rd seed in Region 3 there. Looks like Shelby County might make the playoffs. They didn't play nobody, but they're at 2-3. So we'll keep tabs on these regions. Central Clay County, the state championship of 5A last year, only have 1 loss to Pleasant Grove. So they'll be at Holtzville. They don't play nobody next week. Looks like they're playing Holtzville. That's for a region championship. They're a very hot team, Central Clay County. Fun team to watch, by the way. They really put it on Pleasant Grove last year, and Pleasant Grove got their revenge about a week or 2 ago. That was a wonderful game, and Pleasant Grove right there, Region 5, undefeated region, lost 1 game this year. I believe it's to Oxford in 6A, and they're playing John Carroll. John Carroll is dead last. I mean, Ramsey really – has Ramsey played Pleasant Grove? I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. But, yeah. So they got Ramsey really – they're playing Fairfield. So, yeah, Pleasant Grove, Ramsey, Winona, and Fairfield. So, hottest teams in that region are Pleasant Grove and Ramsey in that area. Leeds in their 5A debut this year, jumping from 4A to 5A, they will be playing Corner. And then that means they're undefeated in region. They're 7-1. A lot of games left here, so yeah, I'm gonna put it right up there for everybody. So yeah, East Line. Okay, you can see really how this is going to build up. I mean, all right. Now, let's see here. I know I'm showing you all this. it really had been interesting to see this. T.R. Miller also forced in 3A. T.R. Miller has been one of the best teams I've seen in recent memory. They've always contended for a state championship year in, year out. They are 6-2 in Region 1, 5-0 in Region play. Pretty solid team, I mean, if you ask me. I've heard a lot about T.R. Miller. They're Flemington. So, yeah. Let's see here, folks. Catholic Montgomery. Back up here a sec. Okay. Thomasville's a contender. I know these names, so. Ohatchee, which defeated Piedmont. Did anybody else beat Piedmont this year? Except, no, Piedmont's lost one game. Now it's to Ohatchee. And that put Walter Wellborn in first place. Well, Piedmont plays Hoax Bluff, and Hoax Bluff that's really got, Piedmont's really got to get themselves going here. I mean, they're contenders in this region all over. But anyways, as I was saying, folks, we got a lot of football left. So, I mean, it's going to take a while to break all this down once it all gets started. I'll try to break every bracket down if I can, but we'll continue to give you the coverage here on the Crimson Friendship Circle page, updating scores and stuff around the Hoover football here and there. I mean, that's my main, probably, I'm covering 7A, so that's our classification. So Tuscaloosa County next week. Going to be probably a blowout. It's senior night, and it's the last region game. Well, not the last. I'm sorry. Take that back. The last region game is Thompson and Alabaster, so I hope to be there if I get it covered for everybody. No, and I'll probably cover it and do a broadcast live on my phone here, like I do every week. I'm glad everybody's enjoying that so they can watch the Hoover game on live here on the page itself. So should be fun. So this edition of Sports and Stuff is pretty cool. Okay, guys. Numbering some good buddies of mine, good friends of mine in here. And just shortly, we're going to give our predictions for the college games, for SEC games, other games in the top 25 for college football for this upcoming week. We hope that y'all will enjoy this. My friend Sean Lambert will be in here shortly. Hopefully we'll get my good buddy from Georgia, Tony Matterson, in here. Sean's from Ohio. He loves college football. We all love our college football. At least we're getting a great season. Of course, you see my hat here. Bama, we're playing Ole Miss tomorrow. It will be at 6:30 on ESPN. It was supposed to be at 5 o'clock, so Bama will be on the road at Oxford. We'll cover that in just a few minutes. There's a lot of big games tomorrow. So, yeah, well, they'll be in here shortly. All right, guys. I'm already Sean. He's ready to join us tonight here on Jason Sports and Stuff. Hope everybody's ready. So, please welcome Sean, big Ohio State fan, big Minnesota Viking fan, and Sean. All right, Sean. I didn't mean to put you in a rush mode there. Is your game over?
Making 69-70. Can you hear me?
Yeah, is your game over yet?
Yeah, it is. They won 28-7.
We won 47-37. I was telling everybody about it here and breaking down all these high school games like crazy. Because the weather is going to be bad. But it ain't bad right now. They could have still had it. It didn't even rain.
Yeah, we're getting this stuff you're getting right now. We're going to get it Sunday.
We're getting it tomorrow.
Oh, you get it tomorrow? I thought it was today.
No, we were supposed to, but they ain't done nothing here. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
So, what you been up to tonight?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just listen to the game on the radio because that's all.
Now we got Louisville and Georgia Tech going on here.
Yeah, that one's going on right now.
That one is. Well, I think Georgia Tech. Who's winning that? Louisville? I lost the update here.
You think Miami's going to beat Clemson?
It would be an upset, but You know what, buddy? I'm going to be honest with you. Clemson's on a totally different level with Trevor Lawrence and that offense. They got it going down there in Clemson, man. They're hard to stop. I mean, Trevor is a accurate passer. If all goes well, we'll see another Alabama-Clemson matchup in the national championship. Probably, and that's what everybody wants. So, yeah. We'll find out what exactly happens.
I'm going to be on the Chevy Cobalt up towards 71.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can't wait to see that happen. Tony was supposed to be on here earlier. He got busy, I guess. We were trying to get you earlier. It happens. So, let's see here. Get my chart here. What you been up these days? Just working or just enjoying your off day?
Well, I was working today.
Update on the NBA Finals: 73-70 Heat and Lakers. 6 minutes.
Yeah, I was hoping the Lakers win it
Mm-hmm.
because of Kobe Bryant, and he used to play on that team.
Yeah. I'm gonna slip my screen here. No, move that way. Okay, let's do this. We'll go down the list here. Houston beat Tulane 49-40, 9-31. That's going on ESPN right now in Atlanta.
I got Florida winning it.
I got Florida beating A&M. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I got. Virginia Tech and North Carolina, I'm not sure about. Because it's at North Carolina.
I'm going to go with Carolina. They're at home.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of good things about North Carolina. They might play in the ACC championship. And again,
I got
LSU.
Missouri. Looks like Missouri and LSU. I got a feeling that LSU needs a rebound. What happened last time?
LSU will beat Missouri. Missouri ain't that good. Shoot, that game was switched to Columbia, Missouri. It was supposed to be in Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, but they moved it there because of the hurricane.
Yeah. I have Oklahoma. Not
Red
Wayne.
Rivers out in Texas. Now, Oklahoma's lost back-to-back weeks to Kansas State and Iowa State last week. It would have to go in Texas' favor.
Yeah. But I think Texas at home, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's neutral. It's in Dallas.
Oh, man, neutral.
Yeah. Of course, it don't matter who wins the Louisiana Monroe Liberty game.
No.
I got Virginia and North Carolina State. I got to see this one here. I don't know what their rank is, but you got their records over there?
No.
I have to go by what I see on the screen here. Let's see. ACC schools. Okay. North Carolina State 2-1, Virginia 1-1. Virginia lost to Clemson last week, so I'm going to have to pull NC State in that one.
South Carolina and Vandy.
I'm going to go with South Carolina.
Yeah, I got South Carolina.
Vanderbilt's not showing me them. They got murdered by LSU.
Ouch.
Now Duke is playing
Syracuse.
So I got Duke's 0-4. Syracuse 1-2. Let's go with Syracuse in that one.
I'm a big Duke fan in basketball, but not in football.
Now here's a good one. Pittsburgh and Boston College.
Yeah.
Florida State and Notre Dame, that's the game of the night. With Clemson and Miami tomorrow night. So I got Notre Dame over Florida State.
What about Georgia and Texas? No. Oh, my gosh. Georgia and Tennessee.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
That one went the other.
Georgia and Tennessee. I got Georgia staying undefeated to play Bama. And that's going to be a big showdown next Saturday. BYU's undefeated. They're playing UTCA. That's San Antonio. BYU over them. Iowa State and Texas Tech. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Iowa State.
I don't think Iowa State don't play till October 17th.
Yeah, for sure. Little Troy can beat Texas State. Yeah, little Troy in Alabama. And 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock my time, we got Auburn in Arkansas. I get Auburn. Unless Arkansas pulls another win, they might surprise you. They beat Mississippi State last week. Hey, like I said, Pittsburgh over Boston College.
Big one in Kansas State and TCU.
Yeah,
I got Kansas State over TCU.
I got TCU because they beat Texas. But again, I could be wrong. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Temple and Navy. What do you got there, Sean?
I gotta go with Temple.
Temple?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Of course, I got Clemson over Miami.
Yeah, I got Alabama, Ole Miss.
I got Alabama over Ole Miss.
Notre Dame, Florida State. I'm about to go with Notre Dame.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good beat. And you hadn't said this one yet. I got Mississippi State and Kentucky. Ooh, I got State over Kentucky.
I got Mississippi State.
I do too.
I wonder why there's a couple of games postponed. I'm trying to figure out why.
Probably to the hurricane.
Or the virus.
Nah, this is Southern Miss is down there between the Gulf Coast.
Oh, maybe it's postponed because of the hurricane. I forgot it's in Mississippi. I know where that is.
Mm-hmm. Well, we should find out, should we not?
Yep.
I'm looking forward to next week because we've got 2 more weeks of high school football, as I said earlier. It's going fast and we go to playoffs. Well, I'm sorry Tony missed all this. Oh, well, we've got it covered. What game are you looking forward to tomorrow? I'm looking forward to the Bama and Ole Miss, and I'm looking forward to the night games, Clemson and Miami and Notre Dame, Florida State.
I'll probably say
I got Marshall or Western Kentucky.
I'll probably Clemson game on my watch.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I gotta go to a football game tomorrow night.
Was it next week the Big Ten plays? Shoot.
Yeah, maybe because today's the 9th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it might be next week.
Yeah, buddy. That should be quite a week, man. Yeah, let's see. Then we can do our NFL predictions probably Sunday.
I'm off for 2 more weeks.
Are you?
Week 6 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see how many Sundays I can get off and without missing an NFL.
Mm-hmm. I'm always off Sundays. I don't have to worry about it until I get a job again.
Yeah. He's just lost.
Yankees lost 10 bases. That series over yet?
Yeah, it's 2-1. They lost.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping the Yankees win it.
Yeah, well, might be LA. The Braves might surprise you.
Oh yeah, definitely. I won't be shocked if they beat who they play next.
LA Dodgers.
I would be shocked if they knocked them out.
Braves might do it. That got his attention. Here's Tony. Here's Tony in the dark.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Sean.
Like a ghost for Halloween on there, Tony.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna have to go back and share this again. All you gotta do is just follow my lead. All right, we found an IR, so beginning day starts off, and we know Georgia Tech's winning. Or are they winning, Tony? I don't think they
I
are.
don't know.
You know that score. All right. Georgia Tech and Louisville are playing right now. I gotta see what the score is here. I'm gonna Google it.
What up, Jason?
God, you people on Zello don't ever stop, do you?
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Louisville got their butts kicked big time. 46 to something.
What's the Georgia Tech score?
Georgia Tech won 46-27 today against Louisville.
Wow.
I exploded.
There you go, Tony.
What are you doing?
Tony, game in the morning. What you got? Florida over A&M.
Florida.
You've seen how their quarterback is, man.
Okay.
Florida tomorrow. Me and Sean said Florida. North Carolina, Virginia Tech.
I will.
North Carolina.
I got Carolina. I got LSU over Missouri. I told Sean that.
Yeah.
I got Texas over Oklahoma.
I thought Texas.
Virginia, North Carolina State. I got State over Virginia. Of course, SEC game, South Carolina and Vandy. South Carolina over Vandy.
I'll pick South Carolina over that one.
I do too. Here's a toss-up for you. Duke and Syracuse.
Syracuse.
First win of the year for Duke, not tomorrow. Army. I got Georgia over Tennessee.
Georgia.
BYU and T.
I think BYU will probably win.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're ranked 15.
Mm-hmm. Iowa State over Texas Tech. Did we say that? Yeah, I think we did.
No, we have not.
I think Ohio State.
All right. Go down to the Auburn and Arkansas game. Tickets low as $113, Sean.
Ouch.
I think Auburn will win.
I got Arkansas might pull an upset. They beat Mississippi State. Let's not forget that, guys.
No.
Pittsburgh and Boston College.
Boston College.
Pittsburgh. Okay. Kansas State, TCU, 3 o'clock.
TCU.
I got Kansas State.
TCU. Navy over John. We said Temple over Navy. Now tickets are cheaper for that game.
Oh, wow.
$47. East Carolina, South Florida.
South Florida.
South Florida, right. Clemson over Miami.
Ooh.
You got an upset special. I got Clemson over Miami. That could be the upset. That could be an upset if it happens. Jeez, you could pay $111 for a game ticket, Sean.
Oh, crazy.
Our game's no better. I mean, we got 45 low tickets.
Yeah.
Bama over Old Miss, Tony.
Bama.
Yeah, I knew you were going there. Who's that, Michael?
I think Florida State.
Notre Dame over
Florida,
Florida State.
Florida State beat Notre Dame.
No, you got an upset, huh?
No, you got the upset. I don't. Marshall over Western Kentucky. Mississippi State over Kentucky. Tony?
Mississippi State.
Okay. We got to postpone here. Mississippi, Southern Miss, and Florida Atlantic.
There's one on the top that's also postponed. Way on the top.
Oh, the UAB game's postponed.
Yeah.
That's a game locally. Great. Well, we'll see UAB tomorrow.
Yeah, win that one.
It's postponed, Tony. It's postponed, buddy.
Was it postponed?
Yeah. Sean, you got the rest of the baseball scores on besides the Yankees and Tampa Bay?
No, that's the only ones we're playing tonight.
So San
Are the
Diego.
Braves still in it, Sean?
But
They're playing the Dodgers, Tony.
yeah, they're playing the Dodgers tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, but
Monday.
Sunday. Or is it
Sunday.
Monday? Sunday or Monday? I have to look it up again.
I think it's Monday.
Yeah, because they start a whole new week.
But I think the Dodgers gonna beat them, bro.
No, everybody's telling me Dodgers are too good. Braves might pull it off. You never know.
Yeah, they beat them. The Dodgers beat them last year.
Oh, yeah, they know everything now. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well.
the Braves got new players this year. The Braves might pull it off this year.
All right, guys, enjoy the college football games for Saturday. Hope you all enjoyed this tonight as much as I have. So thank you, Sean and Tony, for joining us on here. And we'll see you guys on our predictions probably Sunday for NFL. So everybody have a great weekend and roll Tide roll. Bama's going to come through. We'll give a full overview of all the college games as much as we can. We appreciate everybody here tonight, and we'll see y'all on the flip side.